Jurgen Klopp, the renowned former Liverpool manager, has explained why he previously declined an offer to take Sir Alex Ferguson's place at Manchester United. During his appearance on Steve Bartlett's Diary of a CEO podcast on Monday, Klopp, who left Anfield in the summer of 2024 after 9 productive years there, talked candidly about his time at Liverpool. In his interview with the British businessman, the former Reds manager disclosed that in 2013, when he was head coach of Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United approached him, but he decided to decline the offer. Ferguson led the team to 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, and 5 FA Cups before retiring in 2013. But since then, the Red Devils have experienced a historic period of success. Under Ruben Amorim, they finished 15th in the table last season. Over the past 12 years, United has gotten farther away from Premier League success while winning the occasional FA Cup and Europa League medal. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Erik ten Hag have all tried and failed to bring the team back to its former glory. Arriving at Anfield in 2015, Klopp helped Liverpool go in the opposite direction, winning the Champions League the previous season and ending the team's 30-year wait for a top-flight championship in 2020. Following Klopp's departure, the team he built at Anfield experienced greater success, winning the Premier League once more under Arne Slot the previous season. Klopp said that he had previously had the opportunity to sign with United instead, saying, "They spoke to me in the year when Sir Alex retired. Yes, at one point they were interested. I was young and had a fantastic team at Dortmund at the time, so I would have been interested. Most likely, they asked themselves, what is he doing there? Later, I learned that James Milner and Adam Lallana, 2 of my players, flew to Real Madrid to watch us play when we, Dortmund, advanced to the Champions League semi-final there. What is Dortmund doing? What football that is? There's no greater compliment, really. United attempted to reach out to me. It was the wrong time at the wrong place. I wouldn't have left Dortmund for anyone because I had a contract there. I believe I was one of the few candidates they considered for the manager position." Yes, Klopp said when asked if he led Manchester United to defeat rather than the other way around. He continued, "There were some things in the conversations that I didn't like. We get all the players we want, we get him, was such a grandiose vision. And I was sitting there thinking, this is not my project. Besides being the wrong time, it wasn't my project." Following Ferguson's departure, United spent a lot of money on well-known players who found it difficult to play at Old Trafford, such as Alexis Sanchez, Romelu Lukaku, and Angel Di Maria. The Red Devils were also not scared to bring back talents they had sold, with Cristiano Ronaldo agreeing to a second term at Old Trafford in 2021 and Paul Pogba returning for a whopping $89 million in 2016. Klopp stated that he would not have wanted to sign these players if he had been United's manager. "I didn't want to bring back Pogba. He was a sensational player, but these things don't work usually. We all agree that Cristiano, along with Lionel Messi, is the world's best player, but it never helps to bring him back. I don't even know if it was about Cristiano or Paul in 2013, but the idea is to bring the best players together and then let them go." "So it wasn't about football," Bartlett interrupted. "Not at all," remarked Klopp. "And I'm not interested." Then Liverpool, a football-only enterprise, was born. Great conversation with Mike Gordon. That was also very important. I wanted to be his friend after that conversation. He's a really kind man. When Bartlett, a Manchester United supporter, asked Klopp why Liverpool's fierce rivals had suffered so much since Ferguson's departure, the German manager burst out laughing. "Since I joined Liverpool, I haven't given any thought to what Man United did well or poorly. You become our opponent at that point, and I support Liverpool. You're more fun to defeat than the others. Since I lived in Liverpool for 9 years, I know a lot of Everton supporters there. They're great people. But when you go to the game, things are different. That's how I do it. When you have a problem in football, as in life, you only try to find a temporary solution because you know you'll have another problem 2 days later. But just solve that problem. There's no use in thinking about the medium or long term. At United, we work through it for a year or two, then take a big step. The reason you're hurrying is because you need or want to win the next game. They would buy time when United wasn't happy. Klopp cited the dismissal of Mourinho from Manchester United, who was fired after the Portuguese manager's team placed second place in the Premier League in 2018, an accomplishment he later referred to as his greatest managerial achievement. Remember that Jose Mourinho finished second. Second place wasn't good enough back then, and you're not even close to that now. It's a football story, not Manchester United. That's how it always is. You're the best, and you win football. You don't know anything about the game, and you lose. You're boring. You draw. It all comes down to your personal vision, what you really want, and where you want to go. The time between now and then is crucial, because everything revolves around development. A player can score 1 goal or 5, but if you have real problems, that won't help. And I don't know the problems in the U.S. United is United. Everything is monitored. He didn't play well, but they won. Let's go for him if they win a game but one player doesn't play well. So the coach needs to pick him up and respond, no, it's okay. These are two very different situations. The only problem you have right now is that every other club has improved their situation during the time you attempted to resolve yours. Even if everyone is wondering if they have a good grasp on the transfer market, who they own and loan and other things, it pays off. Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, and others have amazing squads. Are you happy with position 6, even when there are already 4 or 5 clubs above you? No, and that's the problem.